So we're going to start in child's pose. You can sit your hips onto your heels and then lay your upper body over your legs so that your forehead can eventually rest down on the mat. This might even take a couple of breaths until you actually make contact. Let your arms stretch long in front of you towards the top of your mat. Breathe deeply into your ribs and see if you can't encourage a three-dimensional sense of breath, breathing from side to side, top to bottom, and forward and back with every single inhale and every single exhale. To find more length in your spine, go ahead and tent up onto your fingertips like I'm doing, and then you lift your upper body up and then lay it back down over your legs. We'll try this a couple times. Inhale, slightly picks your body and gaze up and forward, and exhale, you undulate through the spine to lay your body back down over your legs. Inhale, we engage the lats onto the back, pushing armpits towards the ground, and exhale, undulate the spine back down towards the earth. Good. A couple more breaths in child's pose. And we're going to go ahead and shift forward to a tabletop position. So set up your tabletop position by stacking your joints. See that your wrists are stacked under your elbows and elbows under your shoulders. And likewise, your knees should be stacked directly underneath your hips. Press weight firmly into your hands here. See if you can evenly distribute the weight in your palms. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your forehead and tailbone up towards the sky for cow pose. And exhale, take that motion in the opposite direction for cat pose, hollowing out the abdominal region. Inhale, heart moves through the gateway of the shoulders as we take our gaze up and forward. Exhale. Forehead and pelvis come together, drawing the ribs up and onto the body. Inhale, we draw the shoulder blades together behind the back as we shift forward. And exhale, engage your belly button in towards your spine as you hollow out through your abdominal region, arching out your back like a Halloween cat. Nice, coming back to one more cow pose. And then one more cat pose. Inhale, we'll meet in neutral again. It looks like I was getting a little ambitious with my cows here. So just take a couple more on your own breath. And now we'll set up neutral. Peek back over the right shoulder and let your hips meet your gaze over the right, stretching out your left side body. And then take that motion in the opposite direction. Peek over left shoulder, left hips come towards the gaze. Back towards the right. And then one more time through center and back towards the left. Now this time we're going to look over the right shoulder, hips come towards the right, and then we'll hollow out through cat pose, forehead and pelvis meet under the body, and then move through the left side as if we're rounding out through the entire spine, just starting to make little cat-cow circles. And continue this motion, circling through the right, center, left, and then through cow back to center. And you can take the motion in either direction, just continuing to explore some mobility in the spine. This is probably the most you've moved the spine all day if you're doing this video early on in the morning. It's nice to wake up the muscles that exist between each of the ribs and along the spine. You go ahead and come back to neutral. Check that your joints are stacked. And extend your left leg straight and strong back towards the back of the mat. See if you can find a sense of balance here as you extend your right arm forward, thumb pointing straight up towards the sky, hand is flexed strongly, energy sending opposite directions, fingertips, and then all the way down out the heel of the back leg. And plant the right hand again, and we're going to actually open up towards the left side of the mat, stacking the left hip on top of the right, with the left foot strongly and straightly behind you still. Left hand can find the hip, or reach up towards the sky as you balance entirely on your right hand and left leg. This can be tricky. You can even tuck the toes of the back foot, add a little bit of support for balance. Also, option to bend that top left leg and reach behind with your left hand to grab it, putting a bow in your upper spine and your back as you pull and kick your foot into your hand. Release that, reach the hand back up towards the sky, and carve the left hand down towards the ground again. And we'll recover with our right arm forward, left leg straight and strong back. Inhale, we reach away. Exhale, we connect our right elbow and left leg underneath our body. Right elbow and left knee, I meant to say. Inhale, we reach away. Exhale, connect mid-limb joints as you engage your abdominals. Inhale, we reach away in this dynamic cat-cow. Exhale, connect mid-limbs under the body. Inhale, we reach away. You can take this on your own breath and your own movement as you feel ready, or follow along with the motions that I'm doing in the video. All the while staying firmly rooted in that supporting left hand. Go ahead and plant the right hand down again, and then drop the left leg back, keep it straight, and then take that left leg over towards the right side of your mat and peek over the right shoulder again, getting another side stretch in the left side of the body. You can take that left leg quite far depending on what the mobility of your body allows for. Beautiful. Keeping the left leg straight and strong behind you. Go ahead and tuck the right knee into the forehead and hollow out through the spine again. Shifting back to plank. Now inhale. Exhale here. Take the left knee in towards the chest. Really round out through your entire spine. Hollow out the abdominals. Come back to plank. Check that the joints are all stacked. And then drop your knees. We'll meet in table again. I just have to adjust my mat here as it was a little bit windy this morning. Beautiful. Meeting in table position again. This time we're going to take our right leg straight and strong behind us for the other side. And set up your hands here. Check that weight is distributed evenly before you lift your left arm forward. So you're taking two different sides of the body and reaching away. Find a sense of balance here before dropping your left hand down again, and then stacking right hip on top of left this time as you open up towards the right side of your mat. Take that right arm high if you're feeling the balance. Maybe the gaze even reaches up. And then to come into this expression, the full expression of this pose, you're going to bend the top right leg and reach around with your right hand, and then kick that top right foot into the hand, putting a bow in your spine. Beautiful. Release the leg, arm comes high again before carving it back down towards the earth. One more mat adjustment for me, otherwise you can go ahead and just keep that right leg back straight and strong. Left arm reaches forward again. Inhale, we reach away. Exhale, dynamic cat-cow, connect elbow and knee. Inhale, we reach away. Exhale, belly button pulls in towards spine, engaging the abdominals. Inhale, we reach in two different directions like we could separate ourselves. Exhale, we connect the elbow and knee under the body. A couple more times. Inhale. Exhale, we connect. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we connect. Inhale, we reach away. And exhale, we connect. I think that's the last time. Inhale, reaching away. We'll plant the left hand, drop the straight right leg behind us, and then take that straight leg back behind us towards the left and peek over our left shoulder, stretching out the intercostal muscles along the ribs on the right side of the body. Nice. Bring that leg straight back behind you, and then this time tuck your left knee up and into your forehead like you could touch your nose to your knee. Return to plank and switch legs. Right knee comes into the forehead, really hollowing out through the abdominal region, and then we're going to hang out in plank. So send both legs straight behind you. You have the option of dropping knees down towards the earth. You still build a lot of strength in your arms by taking this modified plank. Otherwise, you want to straighten your legs, spin the inner thighs up towards the sky, and draw belly button to the spine. Now we'll hug our elbows in towards our ribcage as we bend them, lowering down, knees, chest, chin, keeping the butt high in the sky. we'll meet in baby cobra. So you want your wrists to be stacked directly under your elbows here in this baby bhujangasana, which is actually further back than we probably think it is. So check in there, look back and see that your wrists are underneath your elbows, and then draw your shoulder blades together behind the back. See if you can relax your glutes here and then press down with the tops of your feet and your hips to help shift your upper body a little more forward. Good. Continuing with this theme of stacking joints, we're going to shift the elbows forward, so now they're stacked directly underneath the shoulders, and we come into a sphinx pose here. And all of these little mini back bends are really nice to take before we move into a fuller cobra or upward facing dog, just starting to open up the upper thoracic spine, all the vertebrae that exists at the top of your rib cage on your back. That's great. Continue to move your heart forward through your shoulders, and then option to straighten the arms right here, keeping your hands right where they are. Or if that feels a little intense, you can shift your elbows forward, you know, like you're resting your chin in your hands, watching Saturday morning cartoons, one of my teachers says. And then from there, you can straighten your arms and come into a modified seal pose. So whichever way works for you, just some back bends to start to wake up the spine in the morning. Go ahead and press with the hands to shift back to child's pose, resting the forehead on the mat briefly, taking a couple of deep breaths, three-dimensional breaths into the rib cage. And then we're going to shift forward into a modified downward facing dog. So send your hips high up into the sky behind you, and go ahead and keep your legs bent, all right? With your legs bent, you should be able to tilt your hips up towards the sky even more to encourage length in your spine. All the while, we can maintain strong, straight arms here. So keeping with this theme of evenly distributing the weight in the hands, we can explore what areas we might be neglecting and sort of repress weight into the mat and the pads of our fingers. Start to pedal out through your feet, bending one knee, straightening the other, stretching out the calf muscles here in downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana, eventually energizing your heels down towards the ground, coming into straight legs, if that feels right for you today. Couple of deep breaths in downward facing dog, and then we'll engage the abdominals to shift forward to plank for a couple of breaths, holding our plank position, one line of energy from the heel all the way down, descending the tailbone towards the heels, and then that same line of energy out the back of the heels. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, butt stays high in the air here, and then we shift forward, baby cobra, and then back through a child's pose, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana once again. This time we're slowly going to walk forward, walking our feet towards our hands, very, very gently, like we're in a slow motion movie. And we'll meet in a forward fold, so our heels are stacked underneath our knees, directly underneath our hips. We always find this idea of stacking joints. It's really helpful if you're ever practicing on your own, or in class trying to remember what a proper alignment would be. It's a pretty good go-to. So for this forward fold, we'll bend our knees and grab for opposite elbows and just really release here. Let go. And take a variation that works for you here. I've dropped my hands back down towards the earth, really rounding my forehead in towards my legs. And then let's all bend our knees, drop our tailbone, and roll up one vertebrae at a time. And we'll come to meet in Tadasana. So check your feet are directly under your hips, and then circle your arms up towards the sky and see your hands here. Just take a look and see what's up there. Really, really reaching. Pull the hands together at heart center and press your thumbs into your chest briefly. Drop them down by your sides again. Inhale, circle the arms up once more. And exhale, we're going to slide the right hand down the right side of the body and reach the left arm up and over towards the right, getting a nice side bend, stretching out again, a little more intensely this time, the side of the left body. If it feels okay on your neck, you can take the gaze up towards the sky, really engage your abdominals in these side bends. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we take it into the other direction. So when you're doing these side bends, you really want to think of them as being side bends and not back bends. So the more you bring your belly button to your spine, draw lower ribs together, you get a better side stretch. Inhale, both arms are high again. Exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. So my left hand is almost coming and wrapping around my right hips as the right hand does the same thing on the opposite hips on the other side behind my back. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, we twist towards the left, wrapping the arms around opposite hips. Exhale, twist just a little deeper. And then we inhale, circle arms up, and we'll take that one more time on each side. Exhale, twist, and only take the gaze as far as you feel that your spine is twisting. There's no need to sort of shove your cervical vertebrae any further than they want to go here. Excuse me. Inhale, we reach up. And exhale, we twist one more time to the left. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, circle the arms down towards the earth as we forward fold. And then go ahead and plant the hands, step the right leg back, followed by the left. We'll meet in plank before exhaling to bend the elbows, hugging them into the sides of the ribs, lower knees, chest, chin, shift forward, baby cobra. And then exhale, we'll shift back to child pose. And that's all we're going to do today. So just go ahead and come back to the breath. It's nice to just get a little bit of simple movement in before you begin the day, or even if you're stopping somewhere midway between your day, just to come back to yourself for a second. And thanks for practicing with me. Namaste.